Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Wade Watches. I'm Wade. I've just gotten through seeing Trap, directed by M. Night Shyamalan and starring Josh Hartnett. And M. Night Shyamalan has always been a gamble. You can have a hit like Split or Unbreakable. You can have a complete miss like The Last Airbender or After Earth. Or you can just kind of have something that's like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's decent, like old... what else? Knock at the Cabin Sea. Like, it's kind of like it's okay, but it's kind of forgettable, or something like that. And with Trap, you have a mixture of both. I'm happy to say mostly more of the good than the bad. What's really good about this movie, main thing that works is that actor Josh Hartnett. This is not a guy that I'm really familiar with. You guys can definitely feel free to let me know what else this actor has appeared in the comments, but this is my introduction to him, and he knocked it out of the park. I know the trailer gives away kind of the plot point of the movie, what it's all about, but you guys know my style. I'm gonna, lips are sealed. I'm gonna keep it super tight, but let's just say, for the character that he had to play, really sold me on it. He's a big guy, like I think like 6'3", 6'4", nailed the facial expressions. Great job, great job. And also just kind of the story, first half, right up till until the climax, and then until like the final act. This has a very like claustrophobic feeling. And again, I know the trailers told you everything about it. I just don't feel like saying it here, just in case there are those of you out there who might not know what this is all about. But yeah, really claustrophobic feeling, really good tension and build up. A lot of moments actually where I genuinely felt uncomfortable because of the tension, because of like the situation, just like the awkwardness of it all. Just something bad's gonna happen. So Trap nails that down, but unfortunately I have to say it does lose its momentum in those final moments. Climax is really solid, like when you feel like things are about to wrap up, it's all about to go down. That was all actually pretty well done. And again, I was feeling intense. I was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? How's this gonna go? But after the climax, so like second half of the climax to the end, to the conclusion, I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan. There's a point where if you're familiar with M. Night Shyamalan's work, there's that thing, that element, that kind of like, oh, didn't see that coming. I have two possibilities here. Either the thing that happens in this movie, like the big reveal, if you will, was meant to be the big reveal in the first place, or this movie, it's just like one of the rare movies in his filmography that might not have a big twist. Because if the thing that happens in this movie was meant to be like, oh shit, didn't see that coming, it's the weakest one that I've seen from him so far. Like, honestly, like when it happened, I was just like, okay, cool. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Glad that's out on the table. Now, what's the real thing? What's the real surprise? Nothing. That was it, I guess. Or again, maybe there is no twist, and it's just maybe this is one of his movies that doesn't have a twist. I don't know. But if that was meant to be the big surprise, thing to surprise me, to catch me off guard, weak as hell. So it pains me to say, because I was really enjoying the build-up. I was really enjoying that. Like just the first portion of the movie, like the first half, right up until like the second half of the climax until the end. Like I clocked it as I was enjoying the majority of this movie, but the end just kind of fell flat for me. And honestly, that's where I'll leave it. So overall, another, I guess, more good from director M. Night Shyamalan. Definitely, another step in the right direction. I know he, was on the rise up, and then he had a decline, and now people, depending on who you ask, some people say that he's catching back up again, that he's starting to find his stride again with the horror movies that he's been making lately. And I have to say, as far as Trap goes, like, yeah, it's fine. I was enjoying most of it, but the end kind of brought it down a couple of points for me, unfortunately. I wanted it to be definitely more like something like The Visit, the movie he made about like those two kids that found footage movie where the two kids visit their grandparents. That was a movie that really had a solid twist. That was definitely something that caught me off guard. And it's a pretty solid and effective horror movie, I have to admit. It's funny because with a film like that, with The Visit, I wasn't expecting anything from it. Like, what, two old people with mental illness with dementia are going to be scary, but no, bro, it caught me off guard. And I was hoping Trap would capture that, rekindle that same feeling. It would be more along the lines of Split, where it's like, wow, this is actually surprisingly effective and actually downright disturbing. But no, such is not the case. And as a matter of fact, this is another instance of dark comedy and I guess like horror comedy as well. And you know what? I did laugh quite a few times. So the comedy lands. It is effective. I'm not going to take that away from the movie. But I was really hoping for something just a bit stronger. And the ending kind of like made the entire film lose its momentum. So wrapping it up, I'm going to go ahead and give Trap a 7 out of 10. I was really enjoying that claustrophobic first portion, like the majority of the movie, like the start, the beginning, the middle, climax. But when we get to the tail end and when things wrap up, I was just kind of like, is that all? So yeah, 7 out of 10 for Trap. I did enjoy the majority of it. Josh Hartnett killed it as the main character in this movie. He's like the best thing about the movie, which of course that's really important because it's all on his shoulders. And yeah. So there's that. 7 out of 10 for Trap. This has been another edition of Wade Watches. If you guys have seen Trap, what do you think about it? Is it one of M. Night's best? Is it one of his worst? Is it just okay? How does it compare to his other horror movies? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you like what you've seen here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and stay posted for more videos. Peace.